Will mutants be in the new Planet of the Apes movie? The Planet of the Apes universe is full of incredible stories, from super-intelligent apes in search of technology to humans who have lost the ability to speak. But one of the most interesting elements seems to have been forgotten: the mutant civilization that exists underground. In this video, we'll be talking about the mutants in Planet of the Apes. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. To understand what mutants are in this universe, we must transport ourselves to a time when apes did not yet dominate the planet. We must understand that in this universe, there are different timelines. In some, apes are no different from humans, even having technology, and in other timelines, there are wild versions of these primates. In the original timeline, the Earth had been largely destroyed by nuclear war. A large part of the reason humans were wiped out was because of the aftermath of this war. But in the second Planet of the Apes movie, it was revealed to us that not all humans were savages living in the jungle. There was a large portion of humans who lived underground and who worshipped a nuclear bomb. The mutants originated from a nuclear apocalypse, which occurred in the 1990s. Humanity reached a critical point where nuclear wars ravaged the planet, drastically altering the environment and life on Earth. The radiation resulting from these conflicts had a profound and lasting impact on human survivors, especially those who took refuge in areas with high levels of radiation. Many of the humans found refuge in the same bunkers where the atomic bombs were stored, causing some to lose their lives and others who survived to develop defects in their bodies. Prolonged exposure to radiation not only caused physical changes in these humans, but also triggered genetic mutations. These mutations led to the development of unique abilities such as telepathy and other forms of communication and mental manipulation. However, these changes came at a cost. Mutants experienced an alteration in their physical appearance, moving away from the typical human image, and often facing serious health problems related to radiation. Mutant Society is a reflection of humanity, but distorted by extreme circumstances. Organized around survival and the protection of their community, it presents a hierarchy and rigid social structures. Their culture, rich in rituals and traditions, is centered on the veneration of relics of the past, such as nuclear weapons. They have created a religion where they think that salvation will come by this nuclear weapon. And it is because so much time has passed that the true purpose of these nuclear bombs has been lost, and people have forgotten that they are weapons of destruction. The mutants are in the Forbidden Zone. The Forbidden Zone is an area of mountains and cities which belonged to humans in the past. In the first movies, it is said that this area is forbidden because this is the law of the apes, the religion that maintains the structure of this primate civilization. Something happened in the past that forced the apes to create a religion and try to forget the history of mankind. It was a religious sacrilege for an ape to travel to the Forbidden Zone, and it is in this zone that the mutants live. There is even the possibility that the mutants reached an agreement with the apes so that they would not reach the Forbidden Zone. It is said that different mutants eventually found the nuclear bomb known as Alpha Omega. This divided bomb is the god of these mutants, and they think that this weapon is the presence of God on Earth. Mutants usually dress in white or light colors and maintain a calm appearance, but it is a facade. Although they appear to be intelligent beings, they are actually a highly dangerous cult in this universe. Astronaut George Taylor encountered this civilization and was subjected to various interrogations. Although, to be honest, it was more what George Taylor learned from them than they learned from George, since their fundamentalist and pro-nuclear bomb actions made them irrational. This civilization of mutants instilled devotion to the nuclear bomb, even in children, who sang about the miracles of this atomic energy from an early age. Now, the confrontation between George Taylor and the mutants is one that represented the end of that timeline, since after a fight between Taylor and these mutants, he fell on the controls of the nuclear bomb, causing the device to be activated, and the planet was destroyed. Or at least that is what the story explained. The destruction of this planet, because of the atomic bomb, was something that took many fans by surprise, because we went from an ape movie to an apocalyptic world. Some people rejected this idea. They thought that even the mutants took a lot of the magic out of this world. So after the destruction of the original timeline, not much has been shown of these mutants, other than various appearances in the comics. But I think we can still see these mutants back, and we could have an explanation of why the Forbidden Zone was forbidden. The synopsis of the new movie reads as follows. Years after the events of War for the Planet of the Apes, released in 2017, many ape clans have emerged in the oasis to which Caesar led his fellow apes, while humans have regressed to a savage state. One ape leader perverts Caesar's teachings to enslave other clans in search of the last vestiges of a secret human technology, while another ape embarks on a journey to find freedom with a human girl. This leads me to think that what we know as the Forbidden Zone will be these ancient cities where the apes were looking for human technology. What I think will happen in the next movie is the following. The apes will be divided into two groups. One who wishes to imitate humans, seek ancient technology, and further subjugate other species. This ape society will be led by the villain, an ape who wants to improve technologically, and whom we saw in the previews with different technology. However, we will know the story of another ape, an explorer who wishes only good for his family. I believe that this ape will be a descendant of Caesar, and he will confront this evil ape who is looking for technology. I believe that the fight between these two groups of apes will lead to the victory of Caesar's descendants and the banning of technology. I think it is no coincidence that the religion of the apes in the first movies talked so much about Caesar and the prohibition of the places where humans lived. I think we will see in the next sequel the reason why all this was forbidden. Now, there must be humans who were immune to the ape virus, who did not lose their cognitive abilities, and who are possibly underground, waiting for the time to come out. It is possible that in an upcoming movie, we will see humans interacting with the apes and coming to a pact. They will no longer approach the human cities, and the humans will leave the apes alone. I think that the origin of the mutants could be shown in these new movies, because the mutants are a fundamental piece. Of course, I'm not saying it's the same timeline, but we see that these movies are imitating the original ones, and possibly, there are things that should always happen in the timelines. Let's call them canonical events, like the fall of mankind, the rise of the apes, and possibly the mutants. But tell me, what are your thoughts about all this? Would you like to see mutants in the next Planet of the Apes movie? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.